We're back. Welcome to Cast the Craze podcast. I am your host with the most, the crazy man Bear, and I am with
George, the dreamer, Medina.
What's
Nice.
up, Georgie?
You need some turntables up in there, Sam.
I know,
feel
right?
Like you can go in.
I know.
Whack it.
What's going on?
You got a nice little polo shirt on?
Yeah, man.
Look at you.
Yes.
Looking all dapper.
Dapper Don.
Nice.
Dapper Don. Yes, I had to come home from work and jump into the studio, put my baseball cap on, and rock.
Let's go.
Didn't have time to put on my hoodie.
Go. Nice. Oh, man. So what's going on? It's August 14th.
Word.
And this is episode number, I don't know what it is at this point. But we're getting up there. We're getting up close to the 200s.
I think, episode 198.
Is it?
Yes.
Ooh.
I believe so. Let's see. Yes. No, this is episode. Oops. Vain. So.
We're
gonna edit that one.
What you do?
So, I'm gonna go to studio mode.
Oops.
Oops, I think I did it again.
So let me see. We don't have the I thought you had the numbers on the other one. Yeah, no, we're up there, dude.
Yes, it is episode 198.
198. All right. So we got the big 200th episode coming a couple of weeks then.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wait till you see that one.
Yeah, so we have Hydra Comics. Anthony is going to be on the show.
Yes, Hydra Comics.
Yes, and he is a YouTube critic.
He's on YouTube. Yeah, he's
comic
on YouTube.
Yeah.
He does. We were looking at that just before we came on. He does comic unboxing, reviews and reactions, live streams, comic music videos.
Word.
Hydra Comics.
Yes.
So check that out on YouTube. Yeah, we have that coming on. And catch. I always say this. I don't know why I say this.
I know.
Get your meds.
Hold on.
Get your meds.
Get your meds.
It's time for your medicine.
So what's on Get Your Meds, George?
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. So I guess as soon as I say the word, it's going on.
It's going on.
All right. So anyway, yeah. So this month actually, I decided to do something a little different. I think I did this once before, but this is what I did for this month was we're gonna break up the segment in 4 parts. I got in contact with our very good friend JD Calderon, who I find, he knows his stuff when it comes to crowdfunding. And I feel like crowdfunding is something that as an independent, it's a great way to get our stuff out there to the masses, right? And for them to help us kind of get it out there to the masses. So it works both ways. You've got your people who are going to support, and then you're building that fan base as well.
So shouldn't it be now, with everything that's going on, social distancing funding?
Wow.
Because you can't crowd anymore.
You know what you just reminded me of? Remember back in the days when Arsenio Hall used to have this segment on his show called Things That Make You Go, and this is one of those things. Should we be called social distance funding? Throw that around. Let's see what happens.
I know, right?
So, so I pre-recorded an interview with him. It's about an hour long. So we broke it up into 4 15-minute segments that we're going to air on the show here. And the first part talks about crowdfunding, which they're all going to talk about. But this one specifically talks about getting ready for the campaign and the things you have to do, the work that you have to do before you even go live. So I sat down with JD. We had a nice conversation, and we're going to check it out. Go to the videotape.
Roll them.
Crowdfunding campaign. All right. JD, talk to me. What are some of the pitfalls people may encounter when starting a campaign?
Well, the first pitfall would definitely be they decided to become an independent publisher. That was definitely the first pitfall. I'm only joking.
Number one.
Number one, you understand? You got addicted to the wrong type of drug.
And here you are. Now you're trying to make money to keep feeding your habit. Is what
And keep feeding the habit. Exactly. But no, honestly, the biggest pitfall is definitely being not prepared, because the one thing you have to really go after is know your audience, try to build your audience, whether it's big or small, it doesn't matter, but you have to try to understand what your audience is. And you have to try to understand, do you have a big audience, do you have a small audience, and then you have to adjust to the size. Okay, so if you got a website and you're tracking it, and let's say you got a webcomic and you're only getting like 10 or 15 people a day, you're not going to try to raise $25,000. It's just not going to happen. Right. You understand? What you're going to want to do is mitigate your numbers, understand where you're at in reality, and then build on it. Okay, gotcha. So that's perhaps the biggest pitfall.
Subscribers in there. Well, how did you go about, just building your fan base and building your subscribers and getting people to come and watch some of the stuff you were doing on YouTube?
Well, at first it all started with just a random shout out that another comic book channel made. And at that time he had like 1,000 subs, and I managed to get shouted out by him, and that's where I got my first 100 subs.
Wow.
And that was like overnight, and I was like, okay, I might as well start making content. If people are gonna subscribe to me, I might as well put something out for them.
Right. No, that makes sense. And so what was some of your first videos? Were they always geared towards independent comics, or they kind of evolved into that?
Oh yeah, it definitely evolved into that. I mean, I was still showing off the Marvels and the DCs, gotcha. But eventually it morphed all into indies.
Wow, man. And so how long have you been reading indie comics?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Did you find any cool ones that you could say, hey, I really started following that and that's what I'm reading now, or have some of those?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good books out there put out from like Image and IDW Boom, like God Country is a good one that I was picking up at that time. And a lot of these like independents, like they explode like in rarity.
Right.
And that's always good to like have like, oh, I got something that not a lot of people have.
Yeah.
So that's another part about that pushed me more into the independence. I'm like, everybody can have a Batman, but like not many people can have this,
Right. Yeah, no, I got you, man. I got you. And the 200th show, we've been planning for months this show.
Yes.
So you guys, hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Yes.
That is on the 28th. We may be shooting it a little earlier.
Yep.
Still working some things out, but yeah, dude.
Yes.
That's what I got.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Podbean. Follow us on YouTube. We will be doing our 200th episode on YouTube. We will transition from Facebook to YouTube. We're taking a risk. So we're hoping that our listeners and followers on Facebook will follow us over to YouTube. But in order for us to grow that channel, we need to start making it our home.
I'm so crazy. You so crazy. Crazy. Who's the craziest? I'm so crazy. You so crazy.